class, we have learned about traits that are inherited by getting one allele from each parent, and the alleles can be either dominant or recessive, leaving us with only two phenotype options, or two ways that the trait can look in the offspring. This type of dominant recessive inheritance isn't the only way that something can be inherited. Not all things are tall or short, fire-breathing or not, green-bodied or gray-bodied. Some traits seem to be a blend of two different things. The next type of inheritance we are going to learn about are incomplete and codominance. In these types of inheritance, both alleles show up in some format. Nothing is recessive or covered up. In Labrador retrievers, coat color is run by incomplete dominance, with the chocolate lab being a blend of the black and the yellow lab. In chickens, white-feathered chickens and black-feathered chickens combine to make black and white-feathered chickens, a codominant trait. In our journal question about Perry the platypus, we asked what would happen if Perry, who is blue, was crossed with Gladys, who is red, if neither trait is recessive. You came up with examples like purple offspring, red and blue striped offspring, and red with blue polka dots. Those answers were perfect descriptions of incomplete dominance and codominance, where both parent alleles show up in the offspring in some way. In your important genetic terms document, please add the next two definitions as I discuss them. Incomplete dominance. Traits will blend in the offspring. An example would be that red and white makes pink. Codominance. In codominance, traits will both show up clearly in the offspring. Example here would be that red and white make red and white striped. We will do both incomplete and codominance inheritance problems the same way in terms of letters and Punnett squares. But if it is incomplete, we will get the blend, and if it is codominant, both will clearly show up. So what will this mean for our dear friend Perry? How will we create our letters for alleles, and how will we do Punnett squares? The short answer is, little letters are gone. Nothing is recessive, so nothing is little. Traits are still run by two alleles, and you still get one allele from each parent. Let's take our Perry the Platypus journal example and establish our letters. Perry is blue and Gladys is red. The allele for blue will be big B. Now, red is not recessive to blue, so it will not be a little b. Red is just as dominant, and its letter will be big R. Each trait is run by two alleles, so Perry's genotype would be big B, and Gladys's genotype will be big R. Their offspring will all be RB, 100% of the genotype RB. Now, if that trait is run by incomplete dominance, they will have 100% purple offspring. Or, if it's run by codominance, it would be some combo of red and blue, like red and blue striped. Incomplete and codominance is very common in flowers. Let's look at this example of flowers with a red allele and a white allele. If two red alleles are present, then we get a red flower. If two white alleles are present, WW, then we get a white flower. And if a red and a white allele are present, RW as the genotype, then we end up with spotted red and white if it were codominant, or pink if it were incomplete dominance. So let's finish with this question. What would happen if two pink flowers are crossed? What would their offspring look like? Pink is going to be the genotype RW, crossed with another RW. We would end up with a 25% chance of red flowers, a 50% chance of pink flowers, and a 25% chance of white flower. Thanks for watching today.